Hello everyone, two quick messages in this video. The first about the winners of the Reflected Simulations campaign giveaway, and the second is some shameless advertising for the Storm of War server. In the final video of the Big Show campaign, I said I would award a Reflected Simulations campaign to a channel viewer. The name that came out of the hat was Edward Hills, who wanted the Big Show campaign. I realised that Edward was a Kiwi based on his comment, and I suddenly thought, oh dear, this looks a bit like favoritism. So I've decided to give a second campaign away as well to another viewer. The second winner then is John Dawson. Reflected and I have been in touch with both of these people already and arranged to send them their copies of their chosen Reflected Simulations campaign. Well done, guys. Sorry to everyone else who entered. The picks were random, I promise. All right, let's move on. Now on to a shameless plug for Storm of War. We have recently started recording and publishing stats for the DCS Storm of War server, which is our World War II server in DCS. If you wish to access the stats pages, come to our website, which is www.stormofwar.org, and up on the top menu bar you'll see a DCS item. Just click on that DCS button or DCS menu item and you will get a series of links at the top here. I'll click on the first one, which is pilot statistics. This brings up a table of all the pilots who have flown on the server since the last stats reset. We record the pilot name here, which is taken from your player name in DCS, and then we record the number of ships you've sunk, the number of ground units you've destroyed, the number of aircraft you've been credited with. We also have the number of times you've died, the number of aircraft you've crashed, and the number of times you've bailed out. We accumulate your total flight hours. Flight hours starts from when you take off until when you land. And we also list your preferred aircraft, which is the aircraft module which you have spent the most time in. You can further drill down each player's stats by clicking on their name. Let's look at Dietrich's here, for example. We have some information about when Dietrich first flew on the server and when he most recently flew. We also have a breakdown of some of the stats we saw on the table, plus we also provide more detail on the types of ground units that player has destroyed. We will be adding further information to this pilot drill down as time goes by. Going back to the DCS menu item again, we can also click on Squadron Stats. We are recording the statistics of virtual squadrons, so if you're a member of a virtual squad and you and your buddies fly together, we will collate your statistics for you into a squadron set. As you can see, we've got about 6 or so squadrons who have already started recording stats on the server. If you wish to register your squadron, there is a link provided in the text below the table. Simply click on this link. It will take you to the forum thread where you can register your squad. For the moment, all of the stats are rather basic looking. We're interested in getting the data quality correct to begin with, and then we can start tarting it up and adding further information as time goes by. A quick little note then on server design updates and the mission rotation now. There are currently 5 missions running on the server starting on the afternoon of June the 10th and running until the afternoon of June the 12th. Each mission has a slightly advanced front line, and this is relatively closely mapping the historical location of the front line during the invasion. We do plan to push the missions right the way out to the conclusion of the Normandy campaign and the closing of the Falaise Pocket. So at 2 missions a day, there could be upwards of about 80 missions on the server. The plan then is to run the missions sequentially from one to the end, so that overall, when stitched together in sequence, it's like playing a campaign, albeit that it won't be quite as dynamic as a true dynamic campaign. So that concludes my little updates. I'll leave you with some sort of highlights footage of some of the sorties I've flown on Storm of War over the past few weeks. Two friendlies there, careful.
Down.
Good job. Yep.
God, he took some beating. He did. That was an Anton. That really took some rounds. That did.